Hello, hello, and welcome back as the greatest cosmonaut in space and I continue our legendary all-star battle in Perfidious Pete Plays XCOM 2. Hey now, what's all this about? Who's this yay clown, Pete? You know, it's only Steve Irwin for you, mate. I thought I was a go-to boy. Wow, Steve, you got a little southern drawl there at the end of that. What's up with it? You know, been watching a lot of that Netflix show there, what with the House of Cards. It's starting to get a whole Kevin Spacey thing going, and it's really not good. But I thought I was your boy, Pete. What's up with that? And here I thought that perhaps you might learn the true meaning of value, Pete, and mayhaps disregard these ostentatious men for the humble honesty of doing what's right and sacrificing to make the world a better place like Abraham Lincoln, even though it cost you everything. Alright, Lincoln, is enough out of you two. You're his greatest cosmonaut in space, and he's a man with 48-pack abs. I will be the one leading things from now on, so you can both just quiet down there, Mr. Paul Hogan wannabe, and you also, Mr. Walking Headshot with a beard. By the way, Lincoln, top hat only serves to make your massive melon bigger target. You really should probably consider investing in something a little more safe, like Glorious Space Helmet, like Yeti have. Yes, I'll bear that in mind. Alright, you three. That's enough bickering out of you lot. You're gonna have to learn to work together as a team if we have any hope of surviving this run. I've got kind of like a Dirty Dozen sort of vibe here. Ragtag band of, you know, a bunch of misfits being forced to pull together for the greater good of humanity. I mean, shit, we get Lee Marvin and Jim Brown up in this, we basically have ourselves a movie. So here's our Advent Black site. It's real close by, which is convenient. It always borders one of your territories adjacent. Not at the moment. It does always border one of your territories adjacent. I think first things first, let's go over here and finish scanning for our engineer. No rush on the Black site. Last time we got rushed into this by Optimus Prime, and it caused one of our runs to just straight up go down in fucking flames. So I am in absolutely no hurry. No hurry? No hurry. I've been fucking channeling Yuri a little bit there. I've been hanging out with him too long. Well, don't blame performance errors on me, Pete. It's just you are bad at speaking. Okay, well, you're not wrong. But last time, Optimus Prime sort of suckered us into taking this mission well before we were prepared, and it turned out to have drastic negative consequences for us. Not gonna repeat that mistake. Dr. Grady Bryant, of course, on board. Yes, we have the laziest engineer in space, so to go with the greatest cosmonaut in space, Grady Bryant, of course, the man who will do nothing unless it is written on a work order. Oh, 5 days for rookies, that's real tempting. Would I rather have rookies or supplies? That's the question. I mean, I kind of need both. Supplies could be rookies. We're gonna try and build a new building. Okay, well, first things first. We gotta give Grady Bryant a work order, because if we don't give Grady Bryant a work order, he ain't gonna do shit. How long does this take if we just assign one engineer to it? Like a billion days, right? 60 days. Okay, that's probably too long. Let's leave without excavating. Let's assign Grady over here to this one. These are... Oh, we actually can't assign Grady to that. Well, we're in a situation where Mr. Grady has nothing to do. What? You know what? No, you're getting info this bullshit, Grady. I'm giving you a goddamn work order. You go do it. I don't care what you think, Grady. You get down there and you clear that alien machine. By the way, Lily, I apologize about the massive headache I'm about to give you in paperwork by giving Grady, because, I mean, you send Grady into, let's say, this room and tell him to clear these debris, right? Grady comes up here and you're like, the work order says clear debris from the room. Grady goes and picks up one chunk and brings it back and drops it off in your office. It'd be like, job's done, and you'd be like, Grady, the whole room's still full of fucking debris. The job is not done. He's like, hey, this work order says clear debris from the room. I cleared a piece of debris from the room. I have fulfilled the letter of the work order. My job is done. Then Lily has to write another work order that says clear all the debris from the room. So, you know, Grady goes down there, picks up most of the debris, like all of the debris, he picks it up and cleans it in, but he leaves any of the loose wires, all the soot staining in the walls, the giant pockmarks on the floor. He doesn't actually fix shit. He picks up literally just the debris. Lily goes in, inspects his work. She's like, what's with all the soot on the walls and all this shit still on the floor? You didn't clean this up at all, Grady. Grady's like, there is no debris on this floor, ma'am, and debris is what it says on the work order. So I beg to differ. My job is done. And it just snowballs. Grady's doing that. That's just the way he rolls. He's the laziest engineer in space.
With the primary connection,
Dr. Tigan, I don't know what you're... I don't even know what you're on about. I'm literally paying zero attention to you, and I'm instead talking about Grady Bryant, because the man is infuriating from a human resources standpoint. It's problematic because you can't even fire the guy. You'd be like, you're an insubordinate prick, Grady. And Grady's like, hey, you got no grounds to fire me. I'm just doing what's printed on the work order, man. It's not my fault you're giving me unclear instructions. And if you do decide to terminate my employment, I think I may have a lawsuit on my hands because I do what I'm ordered to do in a timely fashion. Grady's got us up against the wall. We have no recourse. Got to go to one of those at-will employment states where we can just fucking fire Grady without cause. That's what we need.
Captains are above.
Anyway, what are you talking about, Tigan? I'm sorry, I was also dazzled by your sparkly white lab coat. Tigan has such a future in the clothing detergent. I mean, it's a goddamn fortune just waiting to be made. You, sir, are on the ground floor of a detergent-based empire. So we get a research and admin officer. That's fine. This unlocks the Skulljack Force. We don't have a PCS facility, so we actually can't do that. Advanced Warfare facility, we definitely want to research pretty much immediately. I'm going to do hybrid materials first to unlock armor research. Yeah, I'm not going to do any more advanced research until I can fucking find you another scientist, Dr. Tigan, so... It should have been easy to predict what I was going to have you do.
I am intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis.
Really, Dr. Tigan? You're intrigued by the possibility of investigating another corpse. No one is surprised by this. You don't have to beat around the bush, by the way, Tigan. We all know what you're up to down there. It's fine. We're totally comfortable with it. We're giving you bygones, man. Just do your thing. He's got shame issues. I'm telling you, Tigan's got some lingering shame issues. Just let your freak flag fly, Tigan. Let you be you, boo.
We have allies scattered in cities throughout.
All right, so we have a new high priority mission. Okay. Resistance Council. Extract the VIP from Advent City. Here's our scientist as well as 82 intel. This is an excellent opportunity for us as long as we can pull it off. Operation Dawn Valley. All right, let's do this. I did not pick up my extra crop of rookies, which has me, admittedly, slightly salty. The way we're going with wounds and the wound times we've got, I have a feeling like we're really probably going to need those rookies in the immediate future. Do I want to take Yuri on this mission? Of course you want to take Yuri, Pete. You cannot have a mission without Yuri's greatest asset to project history. Must have Yuri on mission. Yeah, well, I'm kind of thinking that maybe you, Yuri, are not the best sniper for this particular gig. We got to extract a dude from a facility, which means we've got to get in, get him, get out, and that means we've got to be moving. Say what you want, Yuri, but you're not really great in the movement department, and when it comes to just overall base firepower, you're shittier than a rookie. I mean, I hate to call you out on it, buddy. The space helmet does look good. Yes, but it takes hits from bullets as well, Pete. Yeah, I'm aware, Yuri. Thank you for the drop, though. All right, well, let's see who else is on file here. Steve Irwin, hospital, 10 days more for him. Kristen Stewart, she's got 4 weeks in the hospital. Miss Scenery Chewer extraordinaire. I mean, yeah, I think if we're gonna go full-on mobile, let's get Captain Crazy in this shit. It's time to rowdy things up, and who better for that than Johnny the Lunatic himself, Uncle Mel Gibson. Drunk Uncle Mel. He and Bradford just split a quart of gin. I think he's probably geared up and ready to both slur some probable hate speech and slaughter some aliens. Because, hey, they ain't fucking from around here. Mel Gibson's not putting up with any of that shit. Crimson Lip Death Goddess? Alternatively... you know, she was one of XCOM's greatest killers. The Deadeye, Helen Keller. Can we go with the Keller and the Gibson on this mission? This is a lot of rookie. I mean, I like the Gibson plan. I'm excited to be a part of it. We need a rookie, and Mel Gibson is just crazy enough to make this shit work. We should also do some weapon modifications. I'm thinking specifically Jake Busey and also Abraham Lincoln in that department. Okay, now I'm getting Yuri. This is an experience thing. I need So, but you see the Master Chef. We need somebody for when our AWS completes. I want to have somebody who's high enough level that we can immediately expand our roster to a 5th man. As soon as we can build that, I want that ability available for me. I don't like rolling with 4 troopers. I'm feeling really outclassed, especially given the number of enemies we've been running into. Higher ranked troopers, and I have to assume at some point that Jake Busey and Abraham Lincoln's luck is not going to hold. Things fall apart. The center cannot hold. We're rolling like a William Butler Yeats poem here. Eventually, they're going to take a hit, and when they do, we're going to need some other people to backfill that gap. So I don't really relish the thought of bringing Yuri onto this one, but I think it's got to be done just from an experience standpoint. In the meantime, let's do a little weapon upgrading here. So what have we got? Missed shots do damage, extraordinarily useful, actually. Laser sight. Scope, also extraordinarily useful. Even if it's only +5 aim, it really does make a big difference. The question is that best used on him or best used on Yuri? I kind of think it would be better off on whatever sniper rifle Yuri is leading. The laser sight, I mean, that's going to go on our shotgun, that's fine. I also want to use this stock, but I don't think the stock is best equipped here either. So let's get Mel Gibson's rifle. We give Mel Gibson the stock. Even on a miss now, Drunk Uncle Mel's going to do 1 damage. I mean, he's just that crazy. He's got bleed over crazy damage. Just being around him does damage to you. Lincoln, I don't really feel like we need to give you a laser sight because it's going to be by and large useless. Where's Jake Busey, though? Because Jake Busey absolutely needs a laser sight. We're going to give that to you. And then Yuri, you are where here? All right, let's give Yuri Novak. We'll give Yuri a scope. 5 aim could make a significant difference for Yuri and his sniper rifle. This is the best we got, the best we could do. We're just going to have to hope Drunk Uncle Mel is just drunk and crazy enough to bring home the victory. Uncle Mel, of course, wearing the red shorts because it was as close as I could get to his Braveheart kilt. Just like to point that out there. The man just doesn't like pants. I don't know. He's got an aversion to them. I have a slight aversion to pants myself, so I mean, I can sort of identify it with that. A lot of Mel's other opinions I can't really say I share, because fucking guy's a lunatic. But as far as the no pants dance goes, it's alright. He also likes liquor. You know, I'm not objecting. I've been known to have a drink or two. Maybe get myself slicked up a smidge and have a drink or so, like Walter Brennan and Rio Bravo, once in a while, yeah. Yes, Pete, alright, he's enough for Walter Brennan impression. He's actually worse than your Yuri voice. He's terrible. You know, Yuri, you're kind of breaking the 4th wall on that one. Yes, whatever. Space helmet, 4th wall, blah, blah, blah. Just shut up and play mission already. Jake Busey looking fit and ready over there. Abraham Lincoln rocking the swank top hat. You know, that top hat really speaks volumes about a guy. I don't think I would mess with a guy if I saw him walking down the street in a top hat. I mean, I wouldn't do it. Think about it. See a guy just walking down the street, casually rocking a top hat. There's something going on with that guy, because nobody just walks around the street casually rocking a top hat. You don't do that. Okay, well, this is not an extraordinarily vast distance for us to have to travel. And we have the VIP. What's our extraction turn time? 12 turns. We got a long time. We got a long time and not that far to go. This is looking like a pretty solid little start for us. All right, so what we should probably do then is just what if we just straight up try and stealth the entire mission? Could we do a full stealth run? This is the kind of thing we've got to sort of start considering or thinking about. What if we get on top of this building? This gives... Okay, so let's look at the map. We get on top of this building, sort of leapfrog, make our way down. We then have to cross this one courtyard, up onto the rooftop, quick, like old St. Nick style. That doesn't sound terrible. We can't have Mel take that move. I do want Mel on the roof, but we can't have him roll firsties. I want somebody who can see on that rooftop as a blue move. Nobody can. Alright, maybe we just hold off a turn then. I want to make sure the inside of this building is clear as well. No yellow moves. I'm starting to play a little more conservative. Normally I would have just brazenly thrown a yellow move here and not really cared. But I'm trying to play a little more... I don't want to say cautiously, but cautiously does sort of feel like the right word. I'm trying to play a little more conservatively with my aggressive moves on the legendary. I know if I play the way I played in Commander... Okay. See, I mean, exactly, here's the situation I was just fucking talking about. Where our cover is already completely blown. So we got a 58% shot at the sectoid, a 56% shot at that guy, neither one of those is good. And we also took that move with Abraham Lincoln, which is abjectly terrible, because Abraham Lincoln is the one guy that could have gotten us out of this situation with a grenade. Uncle Mel, are you close enough to maybe help? Oh, yep, okay. Well, Uncle Mel, he's our kind of crazy. Here we go. He's starting things off with a fucking bang in a literal sense. Enjoy some fall damage, Mr. Sectoid. Oh, that's gonna suck. I'm not sure if that killed him. It actually did not kill him. Still got 3 health over there. Still, I mean, we put a hurting on him. Jake Busey is concealed. So how did we give ourselves away? Stepped in a detection tile. All right, that's fair. Jake Busey, we're gonna advance you to here. Yes, this guy. So the VIP. I think you are going to run to here, and then we're gonna go for the whole put your head between your legs and just fucking try not to die. Yuri? I mean, he's got a shot, and if the shot hits, this could pretty much fix all of our problems, because that sectoid is not gonna be likely to shoot at us. No matter what he does, shooting is the least likely thing for him. If Yuri moves, though, we're not gonna be able to have him fire. And I don't think he's going to be able to throw a grenade through 2 floors of this. So this is a bad risk, but it's the best we can do. And here I am talking about how I'm going to play more cautiously. Then I immediately stop playing cautiously and completely fuck Abraham Lincoln. Sometimes I hate myself. What? I'm literally talking about a thing I should not do, and then I just do the thing I said. I really should stop doing this, and then I just do it anyway because I'm an idiot. All right, a mind spin is actually pretty good for us. Okay, the panic is suboptimal, admittedly, especially if Yuri decides to shoot someone in the back. At least it'll be a pistol shot, I guess. Well, he took a shot at and missed the sectoid. All things considered, that could have been worse. If that sectoid had just shot at us with an actual weapon, we'd be vastly more fucked. Abraham Lincoln's probably taking the damage here. That's not good. Abraham Lincoln is also our only grenadier, which is doubly bad. So this mission has already started out as it's already a train wreck. Okay, how do we dig out of this? I would prefer to not have to have Lincoln. Are you going to be flanking this guy from here? I mean, that should totally be a flank shot. I really wish there was an indicator for flanking as well.
Orders confirmed, moving out.
Just show me that not only am I going to have vision on an enemy, but that I'll be flanking him here as well. That would be so handy. It can't be that difficult a thing to have coded in either. All right, so there's 5 damage from Abraham Lincoln. Another one of our foes bites the dust. Yuri is fucking boat anchoring us back there with his panic, which is definitely suboptimal. We can, pretty much anytime we want, kill this sectoid. Gibson, let's just have you go in here and take a flank shot. I don't think we need anything fashionable out of you. And Mel Gibson, the only man crazy enough to leap through a fucking plate glass window with no shirt on. Remarkable points for bravery, Mel. Remarkable points for marksmanship as well. You fucking ruined that sectoid shit. And a promotion for Mel Gibson. All right, so early promotion. You know what, Mr. VIP man? I don't really think we're gonna do anything crazy with you. What we need to do is make sure we don't accidentally trigger another friggin' pod with a move. I should really fucking embrace my whole. All right, so this is not good. What have we got? Sectoids. 2 Advent Troopers. A sectoid. 2 Advent. Okay. Not good, but not ruinous either. Can we get on top of this building, but also into cover? Not really, but we actually have a pathway for advance for old Jake Busey here. If we just run him up here and put him in his corner cover, we should be relatively fine. Even if we get vision on another pod, Jake's phantom concealment should prevent him from spawning it. So we're going to be okay. All right, that worked fine. We have to be a little careful about how we progress now, though, simply because we don't want to wind up having the VIP get spotted. And also, I think we should probably try and keep him away from the potentially burning building. I would really prefer he not get caught up in any of that either. And with 12 turns and not a lot of ground still to cover, I'm gonna take a moment. Maybe take my time here. If we can get close enough to the extraction that we can just sprint to the extraction, we can always do that. We don't have to kill everything. It's not like we get I mean, well, I say it's not like we get bonus points for killing everything, but that's actually objectively not true. We do, in fact, get bonus points for killing everything. What we would like to have Yuri in is a position where he could contribute something. Are you going to be visible at any point along this run, Yuri? I've got to know. Doesn't look like it. Or at least as best as that thing can be trusted, because sometimes when you're looking at pathing stuff, it doesn't fully take into account every tile along the run. Also, Mel Gibson somehow jumped through a plate glass window without breaking it. I'm not even, I mean, that's a fucking remarkable feat. He's learned to phase through, oh, never mind. I was gonna say, he's learned to phase through matter. He's so crazy that the laws of actual reality no longer apply to Mel Gibson. He slipped the surly bonds of physics, and he's like, fuck it, I'm playing my own game now. Jake Busey's just gonna be on Overwatch.
Eyes on the prize.
Kazumura, I think we're gonna bring you around here, probably have you just go ahead and hunker down, and I would like to get Abraham Lincoln in a tile where he can see the enemy, or not see the enemy, but potentially get a grenade on the enemy, but not be visible to them. I'm gonna gamble on this tile here. I think this is safe. We should be fine. Yeah, we're fine. We're gonna put Honest Abe on Overwatch.
Got it covered.
Kazumura, just hunker down there, get your little head down, keep it down. Okay, so these enemies are patrolling in a very good direction for us. Abe, can you hit him? If Abe can go long with a oh, just short. He could catch the sectoid. We need like one tile. Can we get one tile without getting spotted? I mean, we only need one. I mean, we need literally one tile. No, we will absolutely get spotted. As soon, if we move even one tile further forward, we're gonna get spotted. So that's, I'm gonna go ahead and call that a bad thing. Uncle Mel. I say we wait another turn. It may seem like I'm dithering and wasting, but we still have 9 turns to reach the extraction zone. That's a pretty respectable amount of time. Jake Busey can't really go anywhere. We'll just have Jake Busey slip sideways from cover to cover here. It doesn't put him dramatically closer, but it does get him. I mean, technically, he is like one tile, I think, overall closer. The potential end point for those enemies. We know exactly where we can go with Yuri and be safe. This tile looks fine. It's a little close to the edge of this building, some of which is still on fire, but I don't expect any collapses to occur. And we're going to have our VIP just dash around here. And keep his head down. Lincoln, you know what? I think we just have Lincoln reload and then go on Overwatch. Want to make sure Lincoln's got all of the bullets when we're ready to spring the ambush here. Okay, so our enemy patrolling back the other direction. They did not go far. Did somebody spot? Okay, for a second there, I thought one of our guys got spotted.
Interceptors are inbound on your current position. Firebrand has a limited
Settle your
window
shit,
to provide
Bradford.
extraction.
Jake Busey could blow all of these guys away with a single grenade. It's worth it. We're gonna take the risk. We're gonna murder our concealment in order to murder these guys. We didn't murder a single one of them, but they're all hurt now. We have no Overwatch, but rather than go for an Overwatch trap on enemies we couldn't see, I'm gonna hope that the fact that they can only see Busey means they'll close in on us, and we can grenade the shit out of them. Well, they did close in. We should have some pretty respectable shots at these guys. So we're gonna be able to see, Yuri can see everybody from here, and he's got options for grenade and pistol, and enough targets that are badly wounded enough that a pistol may be enough to get the job done. 97% on the sectoid is good, but it's not going to kill him. 51, 97, 71. Wait, that guy's on fire. We're not, okay, we're not shooting at that guy at all, then. If he's going to be on fire, no need to even shoot. Yuri? Man, if your grenade was one tile bigger explosion, we could kill both of those guys. Abe still has both of his grenades. Let's have Abe finish him off. I trust the burning to actually kill that guy and not bone me. I'm taking risks with Abe is actually not a great investment. He's already hurt. You're not throwing a grenade, Abe. I mean, if you're throwing it, I'm gonna be salty. You got that fucking 40 mic on your back. You might as well use that son of a bitch. 3 damage. That's fine. The sectoid is flanked, very badly hurt, standing in the open with no cover. That guy's on fire. I have to assume Yuri's gonna be able to pistol this guy right into the ground. There we go. Yes, Pit Yuri, he spent much time training the Spetsnaz. Now, granted, we did not use many revolvers because, by and large, they don't hold a lot of bullets. The semi-automatic tends to be a little better, but Yuri have experience that is useful in this situation. He have much pistol training, much time on range. Nothing fancy here. We're just gonna Mel Gibson go on Overwatch, and I think our little VIP here, Mr. or Miss Kimura. I'm gonna guess Miss. I mean, you're bald, and I'm basing your gender of being male on your baldness. That one counts for Jake Busey. Credit to Busey for that kill, by the way. That was all Jake Busey. That was his fire. He did that. 7 turns to go, and we're fairly close to the extraction zone. I mean, we're basically 3 turns of aggressive forward movement from the extraction zone. So, Uncle Mel, let's get you down here. I have to assume we're looking at pretty heavy resistance still between us and the exit. No way am I taking a yellow move into unexplored territory at this point. Absolutely not. I already got burned once. I mean, at some point, I have got to start learning the lessons the game is trying to teach me. At some point, I've got to start fucking picking up what the game is putting down. And what it's putting down is don't goddamn do that shit. So, I'm going to try and learn. This we know is safe, and yes, it is a yellow move, but we know that cannot spawn a pod. VIP, let's just put you where Mel Gibson was. We're going to have you hunker down. I've got 7 turns. I keep rushing the clock counter. As any mission where the clock is on, I start feeling pressured. When I feel pressured, I try to play fast, as if making decisions quicker is somehow going to end the game faster. Like, the fact that I have a limited amount of time to complete the objective, you've got to be fucking shitting me. If that spawned a pod, then how the hell did Jake Busey not spawn a pod when he did exactly the fucking same thing? I would really love an explanation for that. I mean, alright. I'm very upset now. I mean, I'm upset a lot. A frag grenade here. I really, really need you to kill one of these guys with this grenade. Abe. Abe is in half cover and hurt. He didn't kill either of them because, of course, the grenade did minimum damage because XCOM fucking hates me. He's not going to be able to mark. Right, we do have some Overwatch here. I would really have preferred this not to be... Well, we got the 1 damage, so... If we had shot at the other guy, I'd like to point out that Overwatch would have been a kill. Mark to Jake Busey instead. Well, Busey is also in half cover, so I mean, that's poisonously bad for us. What if our 2 best troopers both get wounded on the same mission? That would suck much dick. And the enemy has chosen to Overwatch exclusively. Okay, well, Uncle Mel Gibson, anybody who's got 1 health left, he can kill, regardless of hit percentage, like this Advent Trooper. So Mel's gonna do that. We got a lot of Overwatch here. Yep, see? Drunk Uncle Mel. There's that stock paying dividends right there. That's why we bring him. Alright, so we still have 1 Overwatcher. Yuri has a grenade, also shots. 80% for a kill, pretty good. 60% for a kill, less good. Kazumura has pants full of shit, I'm going to assume. Honest Abe, 58, not great. 45, even worse. UC, you have no grenade. So we have 1 guy on Overwatch and bad chances to do anything with anyone to that man. The only person who still has a grenade is Yuri, and I'm going to be willing to bet he can't throw it that far. Nope, not even close. So I think we take the 80% on the advanced trooper. If we get a hit here, we'll at least give that guy an aim penalty. Yep, we did get a hit, also generated some loot, and shot that guy into a fountain. Yes, Yuri is all about not protecting our waterways. I will pollute fountain. Don't even care. I'm sorry, sir. Fountain has become... I'm a little troubled here, and it's all because of the Overwatch. We could run it. Take the chance. But if I could run it with anybody... If I could run it with literally anyone else, I would. What if we run it with the VIP? I mean, this seems real awful. Like, this is a horrible thing to do to the VIP. Yo, I'm doing it. He's got 5 health. I'm gonna gamble he can take a hit. If he gets hit, and this is a pretty long shot... Oh, okay, it's fine. You know what? If we had to get wounded on that shot, taking the wound to the VIP is the right move, because his health doesn't fucking matter. So then Abraham Lincoln should be able to move to here, flank shot this man.
Moving to position.
I'm sorry, Kimura, but, I mean, bullets are at play here. Shots are being exchanged. Things are dangerous and risky. I did not fucking need that, Lincoln.
Missed.
Yeah, you sure did. It was not a small miss either, because we have a bad chance. I could either go for the flank shotgun shot, or I can go for the slash. The problem with the slash is it may not kill him. If the shotgun hits, it will kill him. We could still do both, so we're going to look at our options. 80, it's 1% less and guaranteed to kill. I'm taking that instead. Bam! Right in the head. Mango chutney is on, folks. Soup's on. The chutney is ready. And then you, sir, are going to come over here. I appreciate your service to the XCOM project, by the way, Kimura. It's a harsh induction to life as an XCOM trooper, but let's face it, it's harsh but realistic. This is how things are going to go as you're part of the XCOM project. Don't expect that to be the last time you get shot. That's all I'm saying. Picking up an expanded magazine, extraordinarily useful. One of my favorite upgrades. We can still make it to the roof. So if we hunker in this vicinity, we're going to basically be one turn from extraction, which means Yuri needs to go a little further forward.
Move.
If this spawns a pod, my salt levels will be immeasurable. I'm just going to have a stroke and die from the massive amount of salt in my bloodstream. Okay, good.
Good to go.
So this is safe then. We should be able to formulate our escape. You see, you're overwatching right where you're at. Kazumura, I don't care where you are as long as it's a tile that literally can't spawn a pod. So anything else is secondary. All other considerations are completely irrelevant. Abraham Lincoln, you're coming right over here. I'm real salty about Honest Abe taking a hit. And then it's Overwatch for Honest Abe. Overwatch for Drunk Uncle Mel.
Scanning.
And we may just be... I think we're probably just going to beat feet. We can make it to the extractions... Wait a minute. Did I just waste an entire turn?
On Overwatch.
I may have just wasted an entire turn. Pretty sure that I wasted an entire turn.
Moving to Overwatch.
Fantastic. I did not pay attention to the ticking turn
1-5,
counter.
Hostile interceptors are on high-speed approach. Your window for extraction is closing.
Yeah, it's fine, Bradford. We're going to make it this turn because I was ahead of the game. I really don't appreciate the missed turn counter thing. That's unacceptable, but... Drunk Uncle Mel got his promotion. Jake Busey is unscathed. Kimura took a wound in service to the project. He's the greatest scientist who has ever lived and the most combat useful scientist as well. Gonna get you up here. And this should be full extraction then. Everybody is in the zone. Yes. We could linger around and try to play for some extra EXP fuckery, but I think the potential... I think the potential for calamity for Abraham Lincoln is simply unacceptable. Let's just get the shit out of here. Yes, sometimes, Pete, in the throes and thick and fires of battle, the pragmatic decision is often the best. For battle is not about glory, but instead triumph. Even though those two things seem similar, oftentimes they are not the same. Many times triumph and glory are at odds. Think of Leonidas and the Spartans. They did not triumph, but it was in fact glorious.
I'm going.
Well spoken, Abe. And Crazy Uncle Mel, of course, the last to leave. He's thirsty for more blood. Oh, we did kill all the enemies. Never mind. Killed 8 out of 8. Soldiers wounded, too. I guess we get credit for a wounded soldier, even though one of those guys was the VIP. By the way, I'm feeling supremely smug about taking that gamble and having it pay off with the VIP not being dead. Because if that had been Jake Busey, he would have wound up hurt and missing next mission. And from the looks of things, it looks like Jake, I'm with Busey, or Master Chef Busey as he's called this time, is probably going to be our main... I mean, he's looking like a real leader out there on the battlefield. What can we say? The guy's getting shit done. Operation Dawn Valley. A success, not as successful as I would have liked. Also, it did take our only Grenadier out of the rotations, which sucks. Especially if Uncle Mel does not level up to a Grenadier. That's going to be real shitty. We kind of need Uncle Mel to level up and become a Grenadier, actually.
Let's keep it up, Commander.
So, Uncle Mel, I need you on this one, pal. Abraham Lincoln, gravely wounded. Okay, so drunk Uncle Mel is assault. I mean, he was always going to be an assault trooper. There's no way Uncle Mel was not going to go up and try and chop a man in haggis with a fucking sword. We should have suspected that. The lack of a grenadier is going to pose some significant problems to our last mission, because I love grenadiers and use them like a crutch, the way Tiny Tim used a crutch to limp around Victorian London. Basically, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm Tiny Tim, and I need those crutches to keep me upright. Yeah, you're welcome, Kazumi Kimura. Actually, okay, so she is, in fact, a lady, just going with the unconventional hairstyle. Very Ellen Ripley in Alien 3, by the way. Is it strange that the worst Alien movie is the one where they made Sigourney Weaver be bald? I think about strange things like this. And it's, oh, Bradford preemptively interrupting my outro, by the way. Nice work, Bradford.
Bringing in a test subject for Tigan to look at, especially since he's not asking for a live.
What are you talking about, Bradford? I've already got like a billion dead guys out there. He's feel free to look at one anytime he likes. I mean, I assume he spends most of his time looking at them, specifically looking at them naked, but hey, whatever. All right, well, Bradford's done rambling, so I'm going to wrap this one up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot to us. If you'd like to see more XCOM 2 Legendary All-Stars, you might consider subscribing as well. We post new episodes every single day. Right now, however, I'm going to go maybe share a bolt of gin with Bradford and figure out how the hell I'm supposed to get through my next mission without my grenadier crutch to lean on. It's going to be a tough one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.